Let's start designing by bringing some images into our document. To keep things precise, let's head up to View and choose Show Rulers. We'll want our images to be lined up, so let's mouse over the horizontal ruler and click and drag a horizontal guide down to 3¼ inches. Keep an eye on the control bar to see the exact Y position of the guide as you drag. You can also hold the Shift key to snap to the nearest 1/8 of an inch. To be sure that our design elements will snap to our guides, let's head up to View, Grids and Guides, and double-check that Snap to Guides is checked. Now we can grab the Rectangle Frame tool and drag 5 frames just like this to establish our layout. Let's also be sure to go all the way out to the bleed margin. Take your time to be sure your edges snap together and align. Now we're ready to start placing some images. To do so, we'll head up to File and choose Place. Select the Chair 1 image and choose Open. Now our cursor is loaded with the image, and we can click on a frame to place it. Depending on the size of the image, it may not fit and fill the frame the way we want it to. To fix this, we can click Object on the menu bar, then Fitting, followed by Fill Frame Proportionally. Let's repeat these steps for another image. File, Place, choose Chair 2, click to place, then Object, Fitting, Fill Frame Proportionally. You'll also notice the Content Grabber donut that appears when mousing over an image. This can be clicked to select the image within the frame and access the handles to scale it. Just be sure to hold the Shift key to constrain proportions as you drag. The Content Grabber donut can also be dragged to reposition the image. Looking great so far. We just need to fill these other frames with some color. Let's start by selecting the top right frame, clicking the fill color on the control bar, and choosing black. Let's click a blank area of the canvas to deselect this box. Now to get a splash of color in here, let's select the eyedropper tool on the toolbar. Then we'll hold the Alt or Option key and click on the green color of this chair to load the eyedropper. Then we can click each of the 2 remaining frames to apply the color at once. Now let's scroll down to page 2. We've got a few more images to add, so we'll head back to the Rectangular Frame tool on the toolbar and draw a box to fill the width of our first column toward the bottom. Now, to get 2 more frames of exactly the same size, hold the Alt or Option key and drag to duplicate. Let's do this one more time. To add the images, we'll head back to File, Place. And here we can actually hold Shift to select all 3 images at once, and click to place them into each of our frames. Let's once again fix the fitting issue here by holding Shift to select all 3 images, and then returning back to Object, Fitting, Fill Frame Proportionally. We'll need to draw one last image frame at the top right for the schematic art. Let's again choose File, Place, select schematic.ai, open it. We don't want any of this image to be clipped off, so for this one, we'll choose Object, Fitting, Fit Content Proportionally. Fitting will keep the entire image scaled within the bounds of the frame. Let's save our document and move on to adding some text.